A lot of action tonight in high school football, but it does not end here. Plenty of high school games taking place tomorrow as well. The two games going on this weekend, both at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow. Proctor hosts Fayetteville Manlius. The Raiders are off to a hot start this season. They beat Whitesboro and Carthage in their first two games. Meanwhile, the Hornets are 1-1. And Frankfort Schuyler plays at Dolgeville. Both teams have won their first two games of the season. The Maroon Knights have allowed just 18 total points to opponents in their first two games. The Blue Devils have allowed just 14. Also a note that tomorrow's 8-man football game between Cooperstown and Unadilla Valley has been canceled. Cooperstown has forfeited the game. And in college football, Utica College plays its first game on the road this season. The Pioneers travel to RPI, and it's the 7th all-time meeting between the teams. The series is tied 3-3 all-time. And the Engineers defeated Utica College last year by a score of 23-20. This year, UC has won both games so far. It's now won its first two games for the third time in the last 4 years. RPI is currently 1-1 and dropped out of the Division III top 25 standings after losing on Saturday by a score of 6-3. A Utica win tomorrow would be the 75th in program history. The non-conference game kicks off 6 p.m. tomorrow. And Colgate football returns home for the first time since week 1. The Raiders host Stats FCS 12th-ranked Maine tomorrow. Colgate has yet to find its groove in 2019 after preseason polls named the Raiders the top team in the Patriot League. The Raiders are 0-3 right now. Meanwhile, the Black Bears are 1-2 on the year despite their high FCS ranking. Game time is 12 p.m. noon. And also at noon tomorrow, Syracuse plays Western Michigan. It's the second time the Orange and the Broncos meet. They played for the first time ever just last year at Western Michigan. It was a 55-42 Week 1 win for SU. And Western Michigan is now 2-1 so far this year and is averaging more than 40 points a game this season. And this year, the season is looking a little different for Syracuse. High expectations at the start of the season have led to a 1-2 record for the Orange. SU is coming off 2 straight losses, including a 41-6 defeat by number 1 Clemson just this past Saturday. But despite the first few games, how they've gone, Syracuse head coach Dino Babers says this past week is not a setback.
You know, we always pride ourselves in trying to figure out a way to get it done. Our philosophy is there's always enough players to win. And that's what coaching's for, is to find a way to put them in the right spots. And we take a lot of pride in it. Coach Lynch takes a lot of pride in it, as long as with me and myself, and we'll keep working. I don't think we're that far off. Once again, the guys that we were playing were really good.
The Orange look to get back to 500 this week in the second game of 3 games in a row at home. Game time is 12 p.m. And still ahead, which games you can watch on this channel and our sister station WFXV this weekend. Don't touch the remote.